Well, our annual big meeting is going to be June 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we're looking forward to welcoming over 1,000 folks who gather, clergy and lay persons. And I want to say a special welcome to those who may be coming for the first time as lay members to annual conference. We're going to celebrate what it means to be a faithful church and indeed to work for a healthier world. I'm looking forward to the celebration of ministry, our engagement in missions, both here in Iowa and around the world. We'll adopt a budget. We will hear reports on our progress towards in our strategic priorities. And we'll celebrate the ministries that Iowa is engaged in. And we're engaged in a lot of different ministries. Strike out malaria, and I'm told that I'm going to be preaching at midnight Saturday, so we're hoping that people will be present. We know there are going to be a lot of young people there. There'll be a lot of people there for the ball game, and it'll be a big feature of the United Methodists in our work to end malaria deaths in Africa. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy 3 days, but it's going to be a time of celebration, a time of worship, Bible study, a time of meeting new friends and gathering. We'll make some important decisions as a church, and we will live more fully into our strategic priorities. I'm excited that we have two of our own, the Reverend Brian Milford, who's currently serving as Dean of the Cabinet. It's already been announced that he's going to be going to United Methodist Publishing House in July as the book editor. But he served faithfully for many years. He's a child of the conference, if you will, and he will be preaching the memorial service. The Reverend Kathy Martin, who has served as chaplain and the campus minister at Morningside College, will be preaching at the retirement service, and she will also be part of this class of retirees. We've invited Bishop Linda Lee, who is Bishop in Residence at Garrett Evangelical Theological Seminary and had served with me in the North Central Jurisdiction College of Bishops, is going to be coming to speak with us. She does a lot of work in the area of spiritual disciplines, and I know she's teaching some of that at Garrett Seminary, but she has agreed to come and preach at our service of ordination. So we are excited about the fact that she will be with us as well. I'll be starting us off on Saturday, and I have an opportunity to do a little preaching and teaching, and I certainly have the Episcopal report. I would say to those, if this is your first time, speak to your pastor if you haven't come to annual conference before, or contact your district office so you can make sure that if there's anything you might want to make sure you remember. Of course, you never know, it could rain, so we all should have an umbrella or some rain gear. And we should also take the opportunity to realize this is what I call our big meeting as United Methodists, our big annual meeting. It comes under the umbrella of what historically we've experienced as Christian conferencing. So we come to respect every person who comes to annual conference and to pray for every person who comes to annual conference. And I also want to say a word to the Iowa Annual Conference clergy and lay. This is an opportunity for us to show Christian hospitality to the people who work at the Hy-Vee Center, the people who will be working in the restaurants and the places around. So people will say, what about those United Methodists who were down here for 3 days? We've been working for close to 2 years on raising money to save lives in Africa. Imagine no malaria. Iowa Annual Conference is part of a bigger campaign of the United Methodist Church to raise $75 million. Our goal is to raise $2 million and save 200,000 lives. I'm praying and I'm believing and I'm claiming and I have indications that we may go over that, Art, and I'm excited about that. And hopefully if persons are watching this video before annual conference, they'll be sure to send an offering or to come and join us in our time of celebration offering. We're not at 2 million yet, but we fully expect to not only reach 2 million, but continue. This effort really goes through 2015, World Malaria Day 2015. our goal was that by this annual conference we would have a big celebration to say, yes, God, we have been faithful.